Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. So today we are going to attempt a green look and figure out if I can wear green. I'm gonna be honest, it's not bad. It's not bad. I don't mind this look. We're also going to play Guess the Palette, which we'll get to in a minute. But I'm trying to figure out, like with a blue, if I have a contour color, it's almost like putting the blue in with a neutral look, but not having it be like just on the lower lash line. You know what I mean? Like I want it in the look, but I want to be able to wear it and not it wear me. So I want to feel comfortable in the look. You know what I mean? And I don't want it to be a neutral look with a pop of color either. I would like a good bit of green and blue in the look, which is kind of what I just said. But regardless, it is what it is. So today we're going to do this green look, but since it is October now, we're going to start playing with some October palettes, some holiday palettes, some um whether it be palettes that inspire like a Halloween sense or maybe just the packaging, you know what I mean? Stuff like that is where I'm kind of going with it. So anything that I would feel represents Halloween to me is what we're going to be using to play, I guess, the palette with this month. And stuff that is, of course, like Halloween based, whatever. You would, like, trying to give an example, like, the Too Faced pumpkin palette. You know what I mean? Like, stuff like that. Okay, so let's get started. I would definitely say I'm starting out pretty good with the Halloween type thing, which I feel like this is a good time to try greens because, I mean, when you think of Halloween or fall in general, you think of a green, you know? So I feel like this is a good time to kind of play with greens and have it kind of fall in line with the season too, which isn't always easy to do. I mean, for me, green isn't a color I go for at all. Um, and if it is, it's more like a lime, but I'd have it brown out here, or like a yellow green type of thing, not a deep dark forest green. And I want to assume that, like blue, if I put a brown with it, I might feel a little more confident wearing it. Where with blue, really, it's more of a contour color, like a contour brown. Where with the green, I feel like a more of a warm brown maybe might feel better with it. But I will also say that when it comes to colors that like you're not relating to, the shadows have to be really good for you to be able to use them also. I'm going to take that brown under the lower lash line also. And what I mean by that is if the shadow is not good quality, you're not going to like the look at all. And it's going to frustrate you. And I've realized that with the blues because some blues I'm like, oh, I really like this. Like the Glam Light and Cookies and Cream, the blues in it, I really liked playing with them. And they were good quality, right? And that's kind of how I got started on the whole, because they had a contour blue in there, or a contour color in there with the blues. So I really, really enjoyed that palette a lot. Yet I played with another palette that had a dark blue in it. I can't think of it off the top of my head now, but I didn't like that formula with the blue. It didn't perform right, and you would think or I thought it would, because generally I do like the palette, but I never played with that color. So I like the palette, but I didn't like that color technically. And I kind of am feeling the same way about this too, just so you know. I love this palette that I'm playing with right now, okay? But I will say that the green in here is not my favorite formula, I don't think, for a green. And it's a dark green, which makes it even more intimidating for me. And I did go in with a light hand. I mean, you know, very easily. We're going to start to darken up this outer corner here with this green. Because, you know, I wasn't for sure on how it would look with this brown. But since the brown's in the palette, I would have had to assume that it would have looked okay with it. And I think that it does. I think it's just the shadow itself isn't the best green. And I say that because there is another palette from this brand I have, and it's got a green in it, and and I like that green. And it's almost the same shade, so it doesn't have to do a shade. It is the formula itself. And I don't understand why this brand changed. I don't understand why any brand changes up formula from palette to palette. Unless, you know, they get feedback like that color's not good, then I get it. But if they don't, like if you generally get good reviews, it's like, why are you even messing with something? So I would definitely consider this palette based on Halloween for sure. I'm so excited too, y'all. Like, I was pulling out all sorts of palettes that like look like Halloween. Of course, Too Faced has got a bunch of them. You know that, because I mean that's kind of when they do their holiday launch. They don't actually have a Halloween palette per se, but they do have a Halloween palette. Like as far as like a pumpkin palette, you know, they got two actually. But I pulled out at least two big ones they have. I'm trying to search through their littler ones to see if there's anything that reminds me of Halloween as far as like packaging wise, but I'm also looking at color stories too because, you know, not all of them have the packaging, but the color story may hit big time, you know, with Halloween. You see how that green just, I don't know. This is is it affordable? I mean, yeah, it's affordable. But everybody's definition of that is different. It's considered affordable. This palette. And I do think that the overall eye look kind of does look good for green. A green look. And it didn't take me any time at all to, you know, do this look. I don't know. I don't know if maybe it's just like missing a color. Because I hear that like brown and blue do look good together. So maybe like instead of a brown with the green, maybe it needs to be like a orange. Does orange and green go? I hear purple and green, but I feel purple would be the dominant color. I don't know. But there's a couple of palettes that I'm really interested in playing with now. Because generally, I'm really scared of darker colors. But I'm really going to have fun this year with these palettes. and try not to be so scared of them, even if they are very deep and dark color stories. Just have fun, you know? Alright, now we're going to do the inner corner here. But I mean, it's like I said, overall, the look itself turned out good. It did. It was just, I don't like this matte green. I don't think I got it dark enough on this side either. And I think that what I want to do is that Charlotte Tilbury has a green palette, I think. I don't think I have it. And I think that that may be a route I should go to try out that green. To see how she has it set up, and maybe that's the way I need to wear the green. You know what I mean? Because everybody has their own vision of every color, you know? And I'm wondering if maybe, because generally I do like her palettes. I think they're pricey. But overall, oh Lord, I just got that all over me. Overall, I do enjoy her formula, and it works really, really good with like just laying over my lids and stuff like that, and blending and all that. But I mean, I think that looks really cute so far. Yeah, I don't think I have that green as dark. Let me go back into that matte green and play a little more. It's just, it didn't blend. It wasn't, I don't know. I don't want to say it didn't blend good, because it did. It just, and maybe it wasn't the same tone that I was looking for with this look too. But it kind of is in the pan. It really does look like my shirt, like a hunter green color or a forest green. And I thought maybe because it was more earthy toned that I'd be able to pull it off, but maybe not. Alright, let's take that same dark green I just used, and let's line the lash line with it. I don't know. It's just going to take practice, I guess, to figure out, you know, maybe green can't, maybe I don't want the green to be the outer corner or something, you know. But I have to feel like every color can be used, you know, to where you feel comfortable wearing it. But I am wondering if maybe if I did a purple outer corner and then put some sort of green on the lid, like a metallic green or some, well, like the green I have now even, if that would work, or setting up a green with an orange maybe. I mean, setting up the green with the brown looks fine too. Or maybe a dark green outer corner but a different lid shade. I don't know. Just trying to figure it out so I can get more use out of these palettes of mine. And I want to, like, you know, on my palettes. Plus, I see a lot of people liking green. And I'm just like, I don't get it. And I want to get it. And I do like blue now. Now that I know, or now that I know how to put it on and feel comfortable wearing it instead of it wearing me. Plus, green's supposed to look good for my eyes. Alright, we're going to blend that green out on the lower lash line with that brown shade I used earlier. Then I'm also thinking I did wear black mascara. Maybe a brown mascara would be better too. What do you all think about that? I need help. Send help. Oh my goodness. Dropping everything, y'all. And I need to get this hair cut badly. I'm working on it. I just don't know what to do with it. I don't know what to do. What kind of hairstyle I want. I'm using the Pat McGrath Dark Star Black. Oh, I think I figured out what I'm doing. So I think with the Pat McGrath launch, I'm just going to buy the eyeshadows. Because I have enough blush, you all. Even though I would love to have it because it's got a blush, a bronzer, and a highlighter. I also want to buy like the Glam Light collection. And He That Shall Not Be Named collection. At least the palette part, you know, on both of those. Oh, so I'm thinking that I'll just buy like the 2 bigger palettes from Pat McGrath and then the 4 smaller ones, I think. And I think it comes to $250 for those. Because $340 is a lot of money. Shit, I messed up right there. And even though I do want those palettes, those blush palettes, I may have to skip them. Even though I think that in each of those, it's repeat shades. I'm going to check on it to see. But I'm pretty sure they are. But if for some reason they're not, I may buy one. I'll end up buying them all, won't I? No, I won't. Actually, I know I won't because I do want the Glam Light. I tell you, when you having a obsession with makeup can get expensive. And you wouldn't think it. But depending on what you're obsessed with, it could get expensive. Even drugstore makeup is expensive. I went in somewhere the other day and I was like, wow. Some of that stuff was crazy to me. And I'm all about saving money. But I'm also all about what I'm getting for my money. Like, what's best. And I'm not saying all drugstores bad, because it's not. I actually like quite a few things. But, like, if I had to pick my top stuff, it kind of is higher end, you know? And I would rather put money where I know I'm going to love it than have stuff I don't think I would use very often. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Who knows? With me, I haven't made sense much lately. I am glad it's October, though. It started to cool down a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. And I do like the spooky season. Like, I like the season of, like, pumpkins and jack-o'-lanterns and, like, seeing them carved and then the little candles in them at night. Like, I like that part of it. I don't like jump scare or anything like that, or blood and gory and nothing like that. But I do like the cutesy part. Let's do like that cutesy part of Halloween. And my daughter, she's still into the cutesy part of it. And of course, my grandchildren are. But my son's more into the jump scare and horrible outfits and stuff like that. Which I'm just like, I guess it's a boy thing. But I'm just, the jump scare stuff I don't like. I've never liked it. I don't like to be scared. Okay, I think I got both sides the same, I think. And what I will say is that I'm not hating this look at all. So I'm not hating it, but I'm not loving this either. So I think I'm going to have to come up with another route on this, but let me swatch the colors. So, because some of them I don't think you could really get the full, like, what they were. But I didn't use that many colors either. And honestly, it's swatching pretty good. Even that green swatched pretty good. So I don't know why it didn't. Oops, that's not the right shadow. I stuck my hand in the wrong one. Oh, Lord. Oh, you know what else? Hold on. I then took that inner corner shade and popped it right in the middle of this because I felt like it needed a little more shine. Yes, it did. That was the other thing. That's why it wasn't looking right. Okay, so these are the colors that I used in this look. And here they are swatched out on my hand. So I didn't use that many, and that's a quad, really, if you think about it. Maybe I need more colors, although when I go with more colors, it never turns out good. I don't know. Let me know what colors you would pair with green. I'm curious. Because maybe I'm just doing it wrong. But I want to do it right. I want to like the color green. And I want to know what shades I like of green too. Alright, so we have the fact that we are doing a Halloween themed, October themed. Maybe not Halloween. Maybe it is more October themed. It is. You get what I'm saying. Anyway, we'll call it October themed makeup palette. These are the colors that I chose out of the makeup palette. And I'll be honest, I like the palette, but this just isn't. That green, I just don't know about the way it applied. Could be a me thing for sure. As in, A, I didn't know what I was doing applying it, and B, maybe it applied just fine, but it just isn't my color. But, and it's affordable. Those are the clues. Can you guess the palette? Let me know down in the comments. And are you all ready for Halloween? But I'm going to let you go. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped in some way. Send help on the color green. I need help in the comments on the color green. And I will see you in another one. Oh, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all. That way you're notified when I upload. I upload every day but Sunday unless there's a newer launch. And I will see you tomorrow with another look. Stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.